Well, hey, everybody. K-PopZ is back. And we got a good one today. We got Why tripleS Succeeds with 24 members from Ben Atmos. Want to shout out Ben for putting this one up. Excuse me, y'all. Mouth was a little dry. Shout out Ben for putting this one up. And, yeah, we're looking forward to it. This is newer. We do have a new video from them. Coming up this week on the Pops Reacts channel. Please jump over and check that out with us. Yeah. Ben's done some good stuff on them, so I'm looking forward to this one, and let's get into it and find out what he's got. For those that are new with us, welcome to the channel. We're glad to have you, glad to know you. Please feel free to let me know what we're doing next down in the comments, and we will get to it as quick as we can get to it, okay? And of course, if you want to get it moved up, check down in the description. Everything is down there on how to do that, especially the Patreon. Got a lot of great stuff over there, okay? All right. Let's get into it, find out what we got. Let's go.
Well, would you look at the time? It's already tripleS comeback season. Like I've said so many times before on this channel, tripleS is a truly unprecedented group. It borrowed the whole revealing members one by one thing from the Luna playbook, but it just kept going and going until now here we are, the complete 24-member sorority fun fest. And it's that novel nature of the group that attracts so many people to it. There's countless possibilities.
Sorority fun fest, that's awesome. I love that. Let's go.
Abilities and endless chaos.
너무 좋아해요. 이
I am God.
But if you've seen what I do on this channel, that sort of paragraph summary isn't enough for me. Now that Assemble 24 is completely in the rearview mirror, there's no better time to ask the question, what does 24 members really mean? Because it's easy enough to say, well, it means it's impossible to choose just one bias.
True.
Or, oh man, the annual food bill must be larger than the GDP of 10 countries combined. Or if they visited my house, would there even be enough seats for them all? Like, seriously, would there be enough seats for them at your house?
No.
But through careful analysis, binging variety shows, and, you know, listening to what they say about it, I've identified 4 distinct aspects of a 24-member group that I would like to talk about today. These 4 aspects are what truly set tripleS apart from other groups, as opposed to just the whole, oh wow, big. So let's get started. If you want to see more K-pop escapades like this, remember to subscribe. It helps me out. But without further ado, let's...
Yes, we are subscribed. We'll remain that way, of course. Ben does a really good job with these, so yeah, absolutely. Let's go.
Escapades like this, remember to subscribe. It helps me out. But without further ado, let's begin with Aspect 1. tripleS can be everywhere, all at once. You ever see a K-pop group watching itself live on TV?
Good point.
No? We'll take a look. Look at the pride, the pure joy from face to face. With other smaller groups, moments like these are exceedingly rare, sometimes impossible altogether. But tripleS splits up all the time. In fact, 95% of the time they're on screen, they're not all together. Of course, there's the obvious fan-chosen subunits, but their flexibility goes far beyond that. They've dispatched 4 members to Tokyo, 12 to Osaka, 6 to Hong Kong, 4 to Taiwan, 4 to Dubai. I'm looking forward to the world tour where they're in 24 countries at the same time. I'm only half sure that's a joke. But it's not like splitting up is limited to the country scale. Take a look.
Yeah, I'd be only half sure that was a joke too, because, yeah, they could actually do it.
At the Girls Never Die dance. People go in and out. The girls who sing get the spotlight in the verses, and the dance break features the best dancers. All 24 appear on stage only a couple times in the song. This 8-act play of units coming in and out adds another layer to the performance. It's like mini cameos within the dance itself. And the cherry on top is, it gives the members a short break, which means they can do something as crazy as a mid-performance interview. And similarly, since you'll have a bunch of subunits performing in a row at concerts, it gives the other members plenty of time to change clothes and get ready for the next round.
블루스 할 때보다는 괜찮았어.
나도. 약간 시간이 더 여유로워졌어요. 사람이 많다 보니까 더 여유롭게 잡으니까. 8분, 10분 안에 8명이 다 갈아입어야 되는 상황이었어서 그때가 더 힘들었어요. 그땐 진짜.
I can't even begin to imagine the amount of organization and punctuality managing these ever-moving and mixing 24 members requires. Like, the girls will
Their managers are some of the best out there because they are ridiculously good at what they do. We saw that. Everything from, the count of the girls to know where everybody is to, phone cases that they made to put, or got to put all the phones in and this, that, and the other. Their managers are ridiculous.
constantly substitute for members in songs they weren't even originally part of. It seems like each girl has to learn every subunit song, but how do they decide the roles? Like here, Nakyung retains her role in Generation, but did the other three learn their parts specifically for this performance? Or did they and everyone else in the group already have assigned roles? If evenly distributed, that means there's 6 members in the group who can fill for any given role in Generation.
Right.
Or 3 for Girls' Capitalism, or it makes my head spin. But Modhouse makes it work. Hats off to them. They've created a K-pop group that can cover its own weaknesses and substitute for itself all across the world. Aspect 2. You literally can't focus on everyone. You ever try keeping track of 24 people?
Impossible.
Maybe you're a school teacher or something, so you know how hard it is. If anyone thinks they could actually keep track of this many idols, that's great, but you probably didn't realize there's only 20 members in this video, so you've already failed. I mean, these girls have 5 managers for a reason. But while there's the constant danger that Yubin will wake up in her hotel room completely abandoned by her team, there's quite a few advantages for both the girls and Wave. First off, when everyone's on the stage, practically no one will notice your mistakes. The chances that any one person is focusing on you when you're not the one singing is at very best odds 1 in 24. You're literally 8 times as likely to get accepted into Yuyun's university. So that adds a bit of extra relaxation to the performance. Chaewon has commented how she was fine with the big group dances, but got nervous for her 4-member subunit performance. But think about all the advantages for Wave. You could theoretically watch a dance 24 times and see something new each and every time. I mean, just look.
Absolute truth. I mean, think about it, you know? Because any one of the girls could be in that subunit, right? And any one of them could be in there at any time. That's awesome. It really is a really cool setup.
Look at this. This stage is a complete mess, and I am here for it. Lin and Solin are partying, Chaewon and Sumin are having a romantic ball, Haerin and Sohyun are pulling each other on an invisible string that Nakyung rudely snaps to go pogo with Jiu and Yubin, Mayu and Soa do booty bumps, Kotone shoves Yuyun to hold hands with Chaeyeon, Shion and Nien start eating, typical, Soyeon and Shinwi do this, I guess? Hayeon gets partying with Jubin, and Taehyun, Jiyeon, Kaede, and Yeonji have a gopher moment. Like, that was all in the span of a few seconds. tripleS unequivocally have the most replayable dances out of any K-pop group. Same goes for reactions too. If you have even just 2 biases out of the 24 members, you'll have a reason to click that loop button. Oh, and bonus perk, with 24 pairs of eyes on the crowd at all times, it means eye contact and interaction with someone is.
Okay, now I don't know about y'all, but I've been asked this about them. And I have probably 24 biases in tripleS as of right now because every time they do something, somebody else catches my eye, right? Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you would have one bias in a group this big. I would say it's nearly impossible. Not 1 in 24, but nearly impossible.
Eyes on the crowd at all times, it means eye contact and interaction with someone is inevitable. Have fun. Aspect 3. Size big actually means something. Okay, I know I mentioned size as a sort of gimme, but just their sheer scale actually enables a lot. For example, creative dance moves, like this part in Rising where they mirror themselves, or this part in Colorful where the members have a breakdance party. No group could pull that off quite as well, except maybe like NCT. Them just entering a room generates like a minute of content. But it also creates a bit of a problem. The members physically can't do a lot of things together. Like, they can have surprise birthday parties, but most rooms are physically too small to have everyone crowd the doorway, so you have these stragglers in the back who can't see anything. For that matter, they can only sorta blow out candles on a cake together. You'll also see sometimes that girls on the outskirts of the group can't hear what's going on in the center.
MBTI 뭐예요?
INFJ.
And good luck figuring out who's speaking in this clip.
Let's go. 나랑 tripleS. 여러분
다시 해보자.
But by far, my favorite incident has to be when tripleS jump scared a man waiting for the elevator.
엘리베이터도 24인승이에요. 미치겠어요. 저희가 4층에서 한번 내렸는데 저희 보고 백스텝 하셨어요. 오, 안녕하세요 이러셨어요. 도망가셨어요, 그분은.
Aspect 4. Variety.
They're hilarious though. They really are. They're funny. And exceptional. Very, very good. And I love, right, that they do the subunits, because there's no way you could do every song with 24 members. There's just no way. A 2.5 minute song, you'd have, 10 members that didn't even get a part, or 14 that didn't even get a part, There's no way you could do it. Not with every song.
And diversity. There's literally 276 different pairings of members in tripleS. If I make a guide on them, it'd be a 28-parter. Oh god. You'll never run out of new combinations of members. Like, ever. And the copious amount of signals, which I just made a video about, check it out if you haven't, show these combinations in never-ending displays of chemistry. Watching a music show behind-the-scenes signal from the Girls Never Die era is a full-on lottery in terms of who gets screen time. Unlike a smaller group, where you're pretty confident every member will get a moment, you never know until you watch. And each interaction is absolute chaos. With 24 members, it's hard to isolate one at a time, which means there's all sorts of silly background interactions. And, Yeonji glitching out? That's gotta be related to her contacts, right? Like, I'm not in the Matrix, right? Now, if you didn't already know, there's an over 9-year age difference between the oldest Yuyeon and the maknae Seoa. That brings me into the other side of variety, diversity. We have the idol good at physical activities, the music producer, the science major who can tutor the high schoolers, the Thai member, the Japanese line, the Chinese line, BB's sister. There's a lot of different folks here, which means they can really help each other out and be useful in the group. I wasn't lying when I said tripleS is like a sorority. It's not just about being a cohesive group anymore, it's about benefiting each other through their unique perspectives. Which brings me into my secret bonus last point. Bonus aspect. They're a big family. Y'all, I'ma say it. These girls have already made it in life. By being in tripleS, they've furthered their connections in the industry tenfold. Just think about it. Everyone here now knows 23 other idols. And, like, closely. If they stick out for each other, they'll never be unemployed.
That's a great point. They already have industry connections right within their group. Great point.
And, like, closely. If they stick out for each other, they'll never be unemployed again. I'm sure there'll be little tussles here and there, but the point is, their size makes them a force to be reckoned with. These girls have 23 other people to back them up, and that makes them the largest family in all of K-pop. Not bad. So I hope through this video, you now understand the merits of such a big group. It's easy to say it's too much, but the flexibility, the amount of content, the variety, and the sheer size create a niche that make them a valuable and exciting force that pushes the envelope in K-pop. Hats off to Modhouse and Jaden for once again making a group that I can say has fundamentally changed the standing experience. Oh, and hats off to tripleS for tolerating the equivalent of having 23 sisters. But thanks for watching. If you want to hear me talk more about
Yeah. It's not just their size, but their talent. You know, they are very, very talented. Vocalists, dancers. You know, you always have people that are better at one thing than the other, right? Especially in the idol market, the K-pop market. You know, some are better dancers than vocalists. Some are better rappers than singers. Some are better, you know, at this aspect, that aspect, better songwriters, better producers, etc., etc. You know, but when you have a group this big, it's hard for them not to all be good at everything because you've got, you know, the dancers teaching the singers, you know, how to dance better, and the singers teaching the dancers how to sing better. You know what I mean? Etc., etc., etc. It just runs up the line. So, y'all want to see more from tripleS? You let us know. We'll get it done just as fast as we can. Listen, don't forget to check everything down in the description. Everything is down there on how to do everything. Patreon, $3. You get one request a month. Something like this, for instance. Okay? And we've got all kinds of stuff over there, including some tripleS stuff. So, all right. I hope y'all have a great, great day. This is Old Pops. I will see you later. We are out.